shoulders not away from the ears. Keep your chin parallel to the mat. Close your eyes here for a bit. Try to check into class. Not just physically because you're already here, but try to check in mentally. Let go of everything outside of this room. Everything outside the four corners of your mat. Just find yourself simply standing on your mat, breathing. As you inhale, feel your chest, belly, and upper back expand. As you exhale, let your shoulders soften, let your fingers soften. All the while feeling yourself, feel your feet rooting down towards your mat. Connection with the earth. Feel grounded in your legs. As you inhale, let yourself go a bit taller. Feel the lightness in your torso. Notice how your breath is unconsciously lengthening. Just let it lengthen. Finding a good, deep breath, one that you can sustain for the rest of the class. It doesn't have to be too long. Make it manageable. Find your sound of repeat or even breath, making the lengths of your inhalations and exhalations even. Let the evenness and balance in your breath translate to evenness and balance in your body, to equanimity in your mind. And let your breath anchor you in the present moment. Letting your breath be your guide. Your breath starts to quicken, become shallow. Judgment in you. Try to make a commitment to keep this ease and consciousness of breath for the rest of the practice. So you inhale, bring your hands towards your heart space, thumbs grazing your chest. Set an intention for the practice today. Lift it up to somebody dear to you, maybe yourself, a loved one, or a cause that's close to your heart. Offer this practice to that person or to that cause. We'll begin our asanas with a chant of Om. I invite you to chant Om with me. So we all inhale for Om. Take a deep in breath here and back to your even breath. And a deep out breath. As you inhale, slowly blink your eyes open. Bring your hands beside your hips, coming to Samasthiti. On inhalation, to soften in the knees, reach your arms up to the sky, palms touching prayer, shoulders away from the ears. As you exhale, keeping your knees gently bent, fold from your hips, hands to your heart space, then touching them. Inhale, halfway lift here, fingertips on your shins. You can keep your knees gently bent here, flat back. As you exhale, place your palms firmly on the mat. Step your feet back. Bring your knees down on the mat. Untuck your toes. Easy plant. You're going to bring your shoulders slightly forward. Now on exhalation, bend your elbows and slowly come down all the way. Chest down on the mat. Keep your toes untucked. Stay light on your hands. Inhale. Lift your chest is a few inches off the mat. Elbows pointing towards the sky. As you exhale, tuck your toes in. Push the mat away and bring your bum close to your heels first. Take child's pose and lift your hips up and back. First downward facing dog. Keep your knees gently bent. On an inhalation, gazing into your hands. Step your right foot forward. Follow by your left. Feet hips width. Rise up halfway once more. Fingertips on your shins. Exhale, forward fold. As you inhale, rise all the way. Reach both hands to the sky. First round done. 107 more to go. Maybe moving to the second round. Exhale, fold forward, hinging from your hips. Hands down to the mat. As you inhale, halfway lift. You can try to find a little bit more length in your spine here. Crown of the head goes forward. As you exhale, hands on the mat. Step your feet back. Knees down. And slowly, shoulders forward. Bend at the elbows. Keep them close to your ribs as you come all the way down. And tucking your toes. As you inhale, rise up with it. Baby cobra. Staying light in your hands. In a As you exhale, tuck your toes under. You can bring your heels to your bum, and you can just push the mat directly, rising up to downward facing dog. On an inhalation, gazing forward, soft bend in the knees, right foot steps forward, followed by the left. Halfway lift. You can be straightening your legs slightly here. Exhale, forward fold. Root down with your feet as you inhale, rise all the way up. Reach your hands to the sky, follow your fingertips with your gaze. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift as you breathe in. Fingertips on your shins, and you try to keep your legs straight as well. As you exhale, hands down the mat. Step your feet back. Knees down, then slowly come down all the way, chest and chin down. Your toes on top. As you inhale, you can rise up, baby cobra. Maybe lift up a little bit higher. Your regular cobra, elbows pointing back. Tuck your toes under, downward facing dog as you exhale. On an inhalation, gaze forward, travel to the top of your mat, then rise up halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, upward salute, rise all the way up. Lift your heart up to the sky. Exhale, inching from your hips, forward fold. Halfway lift as you breathe in, lengthen. And as you exhale, step back. Bring your knees down, slowly come all the way down. On an inhalation, pressing down with your hands. Lift your chest up, coming to a baby cobra or cobra, lifting up a little bit higher. Tucking your toes under, downward facing dog. Inhale. Looking forward, travel to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Some of you can keep your fingers raising the mat here. Exhale, forward fold. Pressing down with your feet as you inhale. Rise all the way up. Feel yourself grow tall, palms touch. Exhale, swan dive forward. Vinyasa. Halfway lift as you breathe in. As you exhale, palms flat on the mat. Step back, knees down. As you come down this time, you try to hover halfway, keeping your elbows in line with your shoulders. And as you inhale, slide your heart forward, hips on the mat, come to a cobra. Press your shoulder blades together. Downward facing dog as you exhale. On an inhalation, gazing in between your hands, step forward and rise up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. As you inhale, rise all the way up. Reach both hands to the sky. Exhale, surrender as you fold for your legs. Halfway lift as you breathe in. As you exhale, step back. Find your chaturanga dandasana. Knees down on the mat. Cover halfway. Elbows close to your ribs. And slide your heart forward, coming to a cobra as you inhale. Downward facing dog as you exhale. Inhale, travel to the top of your mat, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. As you inhale, rise all the way up. Reach both hands to the sky, palms touch. And keep your spine long, forward fold. Yes. Halfway lift as you breathe in. As you exhale, step back, chaturanga. Maybe you can keep your knees lifted this time, bending at the elbows. Don't let your hips sag. As you inhale, come up cobra, hips down, heart forward. Maybe you can put a little lift in your chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step forward, rise up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Reach both hands to the sky. Exhale, swan dive forward. Maybe take it deeper in the fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Options, you can bring your big toes to touch here. As you exhale, step back. Chaturanga dandasana, knees down or lifted. Cover halfway. As you inhale, slide your heart forward. Maybe this time you can lift your knees and hips off the mat as you gaze to the sky. Upward facing dog. Down dog as you exhale. Inhale, step your feet forward. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. As you inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, surrender. breathe in. As you exhale, step back, then chaturanga dandasana. Bending at the elbows, moving consciously. Inhale, shine your heart forward, up dog or cobra. Down dog as you breathe out. Inhale, stepping forward, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, palms touch. Exhale, hands to your heart. Swan dive forward. Vinyasa. Halfway lift. As you exhale, step back. Chaturanga dandasana. Gaze between your hands. Towards the mat. Inhale. Press your shoulder blades together. Find an opening in your heart here. Exhale, down dog. Let you lift your tailbone high. Maybe heels to touch the mat here. Inhale. Traveling to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Get close to touch here. Exhale, forward fold. As you inhale, rise all the way up. Palms touch. Exhale, swan dive forward. Find the lift as you breathe in. With strength, come down, chaturanga as you breathe out. Shine your heart forward as you breathe in. Lift your hips high as you breathe out. Inhale, travel to the top of your mat, halfway in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Sweep your arms up wide and high. Exhale, one dive forward. Ardha Uddanasana as you breathe in. Chaturanga as you breathe out. Up dog as you inhale or over. Down dog, exhale, ground your heels a little lower. Inhale, stepping forward, find the lift. Exhale, surrender, Uttanasana. As you inhale, rise all the way up. Sweep your arms up to the sky, keep your shoulders soft. Exhale, surrender your once more. Halfway lift, as you breathe in. Chaturanga dandasana as you breathe out. Fingers kiss apart, palms are flat on the mat. Inhale, kind of opening your heart, lift to the sky. Down dog, exhale, let the elbow pass. Inhale, step or walk forward, halfway lift. Exhale, forward. Inhale, rise all the way up. Push both hands up to the sky. Exhale, reaching from your hips. Forward. Halfway lift as you inhale. As you exhale, step back, chaturanga, move consciously. Inhale, push the mat away in your up dog, lift your heart up. Down dog as you breathe out. The sides of your body go long. Inhale, traveling to the top of your mat, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. As you inhale, rise all the way up. Reach both hands to the sky, palms in prayer. Exhale, swan dive forward. Your palms are flat on the mat, bring your weight to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. As you exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Keep your belly tight. Inhale, dog or cobra. Down dog, exhale. Inhale, finding your way to the top of your mat. As you exhale, surrender. Inhale, rise all the way up. Last 3 rounds for the first set. Exhale, swan dive forward. Palms flat on the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. As you exhale, step back, chaturanga. Inhale, find that back bend, gazing towards the tip of your nose. Exhale, down dog, into your legs. Inhale, traveling forward as you rise up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, palms touch in prayer. chaturanga. Elbows bent as your toes touch the mat. You're jumping back. Inhale, shine your heart forward, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, face forward, come to the top of your mat, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Last one for the first set. Inhale, rise all the way up. Reach both hands to the sky, upward salute. Exhale, Uttanasana. Halfway lift, inhale. As you exhale, step, walk the top back, chaturanga dandasana. Shoulders from lower than elbows. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Down dog, facing forward, options, bend your knees and lightly hop in between your hands. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. As you inhale, rise all the way up. Reach both hands to the sky, palms in prayer. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Stay here. In the Tadasana with prayer hands. Take a moment here. With your eyes closed, just recognize what you're feeling. Feeling free to take a sip of water or wipe your sweat. Take a few breaths here.
Going to our second set of our 108 sun salutation. So 16 repetitions done. We're almost there, halfway more or less. So you're probably here going to start to feel that internal heat, start to build up within you. So again, you have the option here to modify as needed, progress, whichever that feels good for you. And we'll begin. Starting off with your hands on your tops of your chest. Take a deep breath here. And as you exhale, bring your hands down. Clear Tadasana. Open your eyes. We'll begin. Keep rooting your feet on the tops of your mat. On your inhale, lifting both arms up all the way to the ceiling, palms touch. Exhale all the way down to your heel, hands down. Halfway lift, inhale. As you exhale, hands down, right foot steps back. Turning for the left foot, all the way down to chaturanga, bending your elbows. Upward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, come back to your downward facing dog. All the way back. Exhale, let's bow down to the floor. Halfway lift, lengthen the spine, and your hamstrings move forward. Exhale, hands down, bend the knees. Then step or drop back, halfway around down. Modify as needed. Come up here, upward facing dog. And then exhale back, and down dog. Bend the knees, look forward, jump forward. Your feet stronger. Halfway lift. Exhale to forward. Sweep your arms up. Palms together. Exhale, bow down to your floor. In breath, lengthen, look forward. Exhale, hands down, just step or jump back again. Up around the line, very nice and slow. Up dog. Inhale. Exhale, back, downward dog. Bend the knees, look in between your hands, step or jump forward. Halfway lift. Exhale to fall. Rise up. Bring your palms together. Exhale all the way to the floor. Uttanasana. Ardha Uttanasana, lengthen. Exhale, slightly bend your knees, hands down, step or jump back. Chaturanga, controlled movement, inhale. Upward dog. Exhale, open back, down dog. Bend the knees. Lift forward, step or jump forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale. Rise up, sweep your arms up, palms touch. Exhale, bow down. Lengthen. Halfway lift, mindful practice, look forward. Exhale, hands down, and knees, step or jump back. Lower, nice and slow. Up dog, inhale. Exhale, downward dog. You got it. Bend your knees, look forward, step or jump forward. Halfway lift, inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale to forward. Sweep your arms up. Bring your palms touch. Exhale, hands to chest. And then forward. Ardha Uttanasana, move forward. Exhale, hands down, step and jump back. Chaturanga. Up dog. Inhale. Keep your toes away from the mat. Exhale, pushing back to downward dog. Bend the knees, chair. Look forward. Step or jump forward. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward. Rise up. Bring your palms touch. One breath, one movement. Exhale to fold. Uttanasana. Halfway lift. Exhale, hands down, bend the knees, step and jump back. Chaturanga. Upward dog. Keeping the chest open, shoulders back. Exhale, down dog. Bend the knees. Look forward, step or jump forward. Halfway lift. Exhale to your forward. Tightly. See if you can go lower, deeper. And slowly rise up. Bring your palms together. Exhale to fold. Halfway lift. Exhaling, hands down. Twist longer, jump back. Chaturanga, lower. Up dog. Inhale. Exhale back to down dog. Bend your knees, look forward, step or jump forward. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Come up. Inhale. Palms together. Exhale all the way to the floor. Inhale. Open your shoulders, open your chest, palms together. Exhale to fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, step or jump back. Chaturanga. Come up to your up dog. On your out breath, take back to down dog. Bend the knees, step or jump forward. Halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Rise up. Bring your palms together, look up. Exhale to fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees, hands down, step or jump back. Keeping your elbows really tight. Up dog. Inhale. Exhale to down dog. Bend the knees. Look forward. Step or jump forward. Halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Last two. Come up. Inhale. Urdhvastasana. Palms touch. Stretch up. Exhale. Fold. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Hands down. Step or jump back. Land. Nice and slow. Come up. Up dog. Exhale. Lift back or down. Bend knees. Lift forward. Step or jump forward. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale to fold. Slowly rise up. Stretch your arms up, palms together. All the way to the last one. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Big breath here. Exhale. Hands down. Step or jump back. Lower down. Rise slow. Chaturanga. Up dog. Inhale. Exhale back. Down dog. Bend your knees. Lift forward. Step or jump forward. Halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Take a moment here. Rise all the way up. Roll your spine up. Palms together. Exhale slowly. Roll your hands next to your heart center. Maybe you can close your eyes here. Just taking this moment to relax your breath. Check in with the quality of your breath. Taking a moment to feel how your body responds to your practice. As of this moment, your body is thanking you right now for how you've come so far. And maybe there's a moment for you to just soften your breath for a while as we proceed further. Relaxing your jaws, relaxing your shoulders, relaxing the muscles of your face.
Gently open the eyes. Our yoga practice is powered by your sankalpa or your intention. Now, as you continue with the third round of your sun salutations, try to think of anything that inspires you. Really think about this intention as a guide and source of motivation as we complete the third set. 18 rounds of your Surya Namaskara A. Take an in-breath, sweep the hands up. Eye gaze up, palms touch. Exhale, descend with control, bring the chest and the hands down. Inhale, lengthen the spine, hands on the shin, gaze forward, flat back position. Exhale, bend both knees, bring the hands down. Step back to your strongest plank, shoulders aligned with your wrist. Exhale, core engage, bend the elbows, hover the chest down, low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog, press the floor away from you, lift the chest, gaze up. Exhale, tuck the toes under, push the hips up and down, downward facing dog. Gazing at the space between the hands, option to walk, step, or maybe hop in between the hands. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine, flat back, gaze forward. Exhale, chest surrenders, forward fold, heads and shoulders relax. Inhale, root to rise, stand tall, sweep both hands up, eye gaze up, palms touch. Exhale, descend with control, forward fold, heads and shoulders relax. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine, hands on the shin, flat back, gaze forward. Exhale, bend both knees, bring the hands down, step back, strongest plank, keep the core engaged. With control, bend the elbows, hover the chest down, no push up. Inhale, scoping forward, shine your heart to the sky, gaze up. Exhale, tuck the toes under, push the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Gazing at the space between the hands, option to walk, step, or maybe hop in between the hands. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, lengthen the spine, gaze forward. Exhale, chest surrenders, forward fold, heads and shoulders relax. Inhale, sweep the hands up, eye gaze up, palms touch. Exhale, feel the energy flow, fold forward, heads and shoulders relax. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine, hands on the shin or maybe fingertips on the floor, gaze forward. Exhale, bend both knees, bring the hands down, step back, plank pose. Exhale, core strong, bend the elbows, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, scoop forward, upward facing dog, shine your heart to the sky. Exhale, recover and breathe, downward facing dog, hips high to the sky. Gazing at the space between the hands, take an in breath. Walk forward in between the hands. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, lengthen the spine, gaze forward. Exhale, chest surrenders, forward fold, heads and shoulders relax. Inhale, root to rise, stand tall, sweep both hands up, palms touch. Exhale, sealing the energy, fold forward, heads and shoulders relax. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine, flat back, gaze forward. Exhale, bend both knees, bring the hands down, step back, strongest plank, shoulders stable, bend the elbows, hover the chest down. Inhale, upward facing dog, roll the shoulders backwards, lift the chest. Exhale, recover and breathe, hips high to the sky, downward facing dog. Gazing at the space between the hands, option to walk, step, or maybe hop in between the hands. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine, flat back, gaze forward. Exhale, chest surrenders, forward fold, heads and shoulders relax. Inhale, root to rise, stand tall, sweep both hands up, palms touch. Exhale, let the breath energize you, forward fold, heads and shoulders relax. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine, flat back, gaze forward. Exhale, bend both knees, bring the hands down, step back, strongest plank, option to float the knees or bring the knees down, modified Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, scooping forward, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Gazing at the space between the hands, option to walk, step, or maybe hop in between the hands. Inhale, spine long, gaze forward. Exhale, descend with control, forward fold, heads and shoulders relax. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, upward salute, sweep the hands up, palms touch. Exhale, surrender with control, forward fold, heads and shoulders relax. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, lengthen the spine, gaze forward. Exhale, bend both knees, bring the hands down, step or jump back, plank pose. Exhale, descend with control, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog, feel the stretch front side body. Exhale, downward facing dog, length behind the thighs. Gazing at the space between the hands, option to walk, step, or maybe hop in between the hands, lengthen the spine, flat back position. Exhale, surrender with control, forward fold, heads and shoulders relax. Inhale, root to rise, stand tall, sweep both hands up, palms touch. Exhale, with humility, bow down, forward fold, heads and shoulders relax. Inhale, halfway left, lengthen the spine, flat back, gaze forward. Exhale, bend both knees, bring the hands down, step back, plank pose. Float or bring the knees down, bend the elbows, low push up. Inhale, Bhujangasana or upward facing dog, lift the chest. Exhale, recover and breathe, downward facing dog, hips up and down. Gazing at the space between the hands, option to walk, step, or maybe hop in between the hands. Inhale, lengthen the spine, flat back, gaze forward. Exhale, chest surrenders, forward fold, heads and shoulders relax. Inhale, root to rise, stand tall. Sweep both hands up, palms touch. Full of positivity, exhale, fold forward and down. Inhale, halfway left, lengthen the spine, flat back, gaze forward. Exhale, bend both knees, bring the hands down. Step or jump back, plank pose. Exhale, descend, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, scoop forward, upward facing dog. Pull the shoulders backwards. Exhale, recover and breathe, downward facing dog. Hips up and down. Gazing at the space between the hands, option to walk, step, or maybe hop in between the hands. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, lengthen the spine, gaze forward. Exhale, surrender, Uttanasana, forward fold, heads and shoulders relax. Inhale, root to rise, stand tall, sweep both hands up, palms touch. Exhale with perseverance, bow down, forward fold, heads and shoulders relax. Inhale, halfway left, lengthen the spine, gaze forward. Exhale, bend both knees, bring the hands down, step back, strongest plank. Exhale, core engage, bend the elbows, descend the chest down. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog, strength of the back muscles. Exhale, recover and breathe, downward facing dog, hips up and back. Gazing at the space between the hands, option to walk, step, or maybe hop in between the hands. Inhale, lengthen the spine, gaze forward. Exhale, chest surrenders, forward fold, heads and shoulders relax. Inhale, root to rise, stand tall, sweep both hands up, palms touch. Exhale with patience, fold forward and down. Inhale, halfway left, lengthen the spine, flat back, gaze forward. Exhale, bend both knees, bring the hands down, step back, strongest plank, finding your breath, bend the elbows, hover the chest down, low push up. Inhale, scoop forward, upward facing dog, lift the chest. Exhale, recover and breathe, downward facing dog. Gazing at the space between the hands, option to walk, step, or maybe hop in between the hands. Inhale, halfway lift, gaze forward, flat back. Exhale, chest surrenders, forward fold, heads and shoulders relax. Inhale, root to rise, stand tall, sweep both hands up, palms touch. Exhale with determination, fold forward and down. Inhale, halfway left, flat back, gaze forward. Exhale, bend both knees, bring the hands down, step back, strongest plank, arms strong, bend the elbows, descend the chest down. Inhale, scoop forward, upward facing dog, shine your heart to the sky. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Gazing at the space between the hands, option to walk, step, or maybe hop in between the hands. Inhale, halfway left, lengthen the spine, flat back, gaze forward. Exhale, chest surrenders, forward fold, heads and shoulders relax. Inhale, root to rise, stand tall, sweep both hands up, palms touch. Exhale with conviction, bow down, forward fold, heads and shoulders relax. Inhale, halfway left, lengthen the spine, flat back, gaze forward. Exhale, bend both knees, bring the hands down, step back, plank pose. Exhale, core strong, bend the elbows, squeeze the elbows to the side bodies. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog, lift the chest. Exhale, recover and breathe, downward facing dog, hips up and back. Gazing at the space between the hands, option to walk, step, or maybe hop in between the hands. Inhale, halfway left, gaze forward, flat back. Exhale, chest surrenders, forward fold, heads and shoulders relax. Energy moving upwards, sweep the hands up, palms touch. Exhale, surrender with control, forward fold, heads and shoulders relax. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine, flat back, gaze forward. Exhale, chest surrender, step back, strongest plank. Exhale, core strong, bend the elbows, descend the chest down. Inhale, upward facing dog, strength of the back muscles, lift the chest. Exhale, push the hips up and back, downward facing dog. With mindfulness, gazing at the space between the hands, option to walk, step, or maybe hop in between the hands. Inhale, lengthen the spine, flat back, gaze forward. Exhale, chest surrenders, forward fold, heads and shoulders relax. Inhale, root to rise, stand tall, sweep both hands up, palms touch. Exhale, descend with control, forward fold, heads and shoulders relax. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine, flat back, gaze forward. Exhale, bring the hands down, step back, strongest plank. Exhale, descend with control, chaturanga dandasana. Inhaling to cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips up and back. Drawing power from your breath, inhale, option to step, walk, or hop in between the hands. Halfway left, lengthen the spine, flat back. Exhale, fold forward and down. Inhale, upward salute, sweep the hands up, palms touch. Exhale, surrender with control, forward fold, heads and shoulders relax. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine, flat back, gaze forward. Exhale, bend both knees, bring the hands down, step back, plank pose. Exhale, knees floating or down, bend the elbows, hover the chest down. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog, lift the chest. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Gazing at the space between the hands, option to walk step or maybe hop in between the hands. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine, gaze forward. Exhale, fold from the hips, heads and shoulders, relax, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, stand tall, sweep both hands up. Exhale, full of optimism, descend with control, forward fold, heads and shoulders, relax. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine, gaze forward. Exhale, bend both knees, bring the hands down, step back, plank pose. Exhale, core engage, bend the elbows, hover the chest down. Inhale, upward facing dog, lift your chest to the heavens. Exhale, recover and breathe, hips high to the sky. Downward facing dog. Gaze at the space between the hands, option to walk step or maybe hop in between the hands. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine, flat back. Exhale, fold forward and down. Inhale, root to rise, sweep the hands up, palms touch. With love for the practice, fold forward and down. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine, flat back, gaze forward. Exhale, bend both knees, bring the hands down, step back, plank pose. Shoulders stable, bend the elbows, hover the chest down. Inhale, upward facing dog, lift the chest. Exhale, recover and breathe, downward facing dog. Gazing at the space between the hands, option to walk step or maybe hop in between the hands. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine, gaze forward. Exhale, chest surrenders forward, fold, heads and shoulders relax. Inhale, root rise, stand tall, sweep both hands up. Last two sets, heads and shoulders relax, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine, gaze forward. Exhale, bend both knees, bring the hands down, step walk or jump back, plank pose. Descend with control, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, lift the chest. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Gaze at the space between the hands, option to walk step or maybe hop in between the hands. Ardha Uttanasana, lengthen the spine, gaze forward. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold, heads and shoulders relax. Inhale, root to rise, stand tall, sweep both hands up. And as you exhale for one last time, bound forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine, gaze forward. Exhale, bend both knees, bring the hands down, step back, plank pose. Exhale, core strong, bend the elbows, hover the chest down. Inhale, upward facing dog with a smile, lift the chest. Exhale, recover and breathe, downward facing dog. Stay with me, take an in-breath option to walk step or maybe hop in between the hands. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, chest surrenders, forward fold, heads and shoulders relax. With a smile, inhale, sweep the hands up, palms touch. Exhale, take the energy and strength, bring the hands into your heart space. And into the sides. Samastiti. Everyone close the eyes. Allow this moment to feel the warmth in your bodies and the warmth in your breaths. Taking this moment to observe the quality of the breath. And exhale, fine. Halfway done with your practice. Nice. Just be aware of how you're feeling right
adjust to the practice. As you inhale, lift your arms up to the sky, gaze up to the ceiling, offer this head to your breath. Exhale, go forward. Rise up halfway as you inhale, find length. As you exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, moving consciously. Inhale, finding a back bend. Your fingertips up high, down dog, Siddha. On an inhalation, travel to the top of your mat, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Palms to the sky, offer this next round towards your body, be grateful for it. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, lift your heart up. Down dog, Siddha. Inhale, to the tops of your mat, rise up halfway. Exhale to surrender. Inhale, rise all the way up. Offer the next round to your spirit. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, moving consciously in this strength, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And down dog to the left. Inhale, come forward to the top of your mat, halfway lift. Exhale, surrender completely. Inhale, rise all the way up. Reach your hands up to the sky. Offer this next round to your mother. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, find a lift in your arms. Exhale, inhale, sweeping the body to the left. Inhale, halfway lift as you step to the top of the mat. Forward fold to the left. Rise all the way up. Put your arms up to the sky. Offer this next round to your body. Exhale. Pull it forward and grab it. Halfway lift as you inhale. Exhale. Step back or jump back. Chaturanga. Inhale. Breathe easily as you open your heart to the sky. Exhale, down dog. Inhale. Come to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Reach your arms to the sky. For the next round, here, simply. Exhale, be grateful for your fold. Halfway lift as you breathe in. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, shine your heart through. Dog or cobra. Down dog as you breathe out. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana at the top of your mat. Uttanasana, fold to exhale. Inhale, rise all the way up. Arms to the sky, offer this next round to your grandmother. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale. Elbows close to your ribs. Slowly descend down. Inhale. Lift your heart up. Exhale. Down. Inhale. Come to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Exhale. Forward fold. Inhale. Lift to rise. Arms sweep up. Offer this round to your grandfathers. Exhale. Fold forward. Be grateful. Halfway lift. Breathe in. Chaturanga Siddha. Inhale. Tops of the toes on the mat. Find a lift in your heart here. Down dog. Exhale. Stretch up and back. Inhale. Halfway lift. Reach the top of your mat. Forward fold. Siddha. Inhale. Put your feet down. Lift everything up to the sky. Offer this round to your pets. Be grateful for them. Exhale. Chaturanga. Inhale, lift the mat away, lift your heart up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, the top of your mat. Uttanasana as you exhale. Inhale, rise all the way up, reach your hands to the sky. Offer this ground to your classmates or office mates. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, as you breathe in. Exhale, Chaturanga, moving consciously. Inhale, find your back bend. Exhale, find your down dog. Come to the top of your mat as you breathe in. Find a lift. Exhale, surrender. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. For the next round, to your boss or your teacher. Exhale, swan dive low. Halfway lift as you breathe in. Moving with engagement, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, onto the top of your mat. Find space in the legs and your torso. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up once more. Offering the next round, your school or your company. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift as you breathe in. Chaturanga as you breathe out. Find the center lift. Inhale, find an opening in your heart. As you exhale, find your movement, bring it down. Coming forward, halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. As you inhale, rise all the way up. For the next round, walk across and close to your heart. Exhale, roll forward, surrender. Halfway lift as you breathe in. As you exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, lifting your heart up to the sky. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, forward. Inhale, hands up to the sky. Offer this next round to your best friend. Exhale, from the hips, surrender all the way down. halfway lift as you breathe in. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, lift your arm up. Down dog as you breathe out. Inhale, from the top of your mat, on the lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Put your hands up to the sky, palms in prayer. Exhale, hands to your heart. Stay here with your eyes closed. Feeling your connection with your breath.
Taking a moment here to reconnect with your body, reconnect with your mind and your breath. Just taking this time to really catch yourself, catch your breath. Feel free to take sips of water as needed. If you're in your child's pose, feel free to stay there, and whenever you're ready, you can always jump into our practice. Second to the last set of your 108 sun salutations. So it's up to you to choose whichever option that will feel good for your body. And we'll begin. Open your eyes. On your exhale, bring your arms by your side. On your in-breath, lifting your arms up, palms up. As you exhale, dive forward and forward. Halfway, lengthen the spine. Exhale, hands down, stepping back, your chaturanga, lower down, letting your elbows in. Upward facing dog, roll your shoulders up and back. Exhaling, push the hips down, keep your side body strong, and down. Bend your knees, look into your Inhale. Exhale, back to down dog. Bend the knees, look forward, step or jump forward, halfway lift. Connect with your breath, exhale, as you fold. Rise up, bring your palms touch, look up. Exhale, bow down to your floor, relax your face, give me a smile. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, press down, bend the knees, lift and jump back, over down, chaturanga. Up dog. Inhale, keeping the tops of the feet down, and as you exhale, get it flat. Down dog. Bend your knees, look forward, step or jump. All the way to the front, halfway lift. Exhale to floor. All the way up, bring your palms together. Exhale, forward fold. Taking the breath in, halfway lift. Exhale, and bend the knees, step or jump back. Lower down, chaturanga, take your time. Up dog, inhale. Chest open. Exhale. Pull the back and down dog. Bend your knees, look forward, step or jump. Halfway lift, inhale. Spine long, look forward. Exhale, forward. Root to rise, all the way here. Uddhasana, palms touch. Relax your neck. Exhale, bow down to floor. Up dog, inhale. Exhale, slightly bend your knees, face down. Chaturanga. Bend your elbows in. Up dog. Open your chest. Exhale to keep your side body long. Down dog. strong, palms together. Exhale, bow down. Try to see relax your neck and then feel that tense on your neck. Halfway lift, look forward. Exhale, bend the knees, drop back, chaturanga. Breathe in, up dog. Breathe out, downward dog. Bend your knees, look forward, step or jump. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward. Rise up, palms touch. Down to 2, exhale, bow down and forward. Keeping your mindful practice, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down, step or jump back. Around the lower nose. Up dog. Inhale. Exhale, push back to downward. Bend your knees, look forward, step or hop all the way to the front, halfway lift. Exhale, to forward. Breathing, come all the way up. Bring your palms touch. Last one for the set. Exhale, to the forward. Halfway lift. Lengthen. Exhale, hands down, a step or jump back. Chaturanga. Keep your core really tight. Up dog. Inhale. Exhale. Downward dog. Last stretch for this. Vinyasa. Bend the knees. Look forward, step or jump forward. Halfway lift. Exhaling. Hold forward and surrender. Take a deep breath in. Come all the way up. Bring your palms touch. As you lower to your heart center, breathe out. And then you stay here for a while. Just focus your breath. Keep your eyes closed for a moment. Just notice how every round of your practice, every step of your practice is translated to your daily struggles, is translated to your challenges in your everyday life, and notice how each of that struggle you're able to surpass them all. We learn, and most importantly, become as strong. These struggles keep us stronger. Whether you're on or off the mat. So, hope you stay true with your breath as we come to the closing of your practice. Almost there, guys. Stay strong, hang on tight.
Gently open the eyes. The practice on our mats is greatly founded on the practice of authenticity and compassion. Now, as we complete the last set of our Surya Namaskara or sun salutations, we are invited to be true to ourselves and practice compassion. At any point that you may need to come into your most easy seated position or child's pose, go right ahead. And at any point that you may need to regress in the easier options, bringing the knees down in your chaturanga dandasana, and really finding your breath, staying still, go right ahead. No judgments is passed as we continue with our journeys. Always remembering that in this practice, it is never the destination that is important, but what we realize as we keep going. Now, mastering the remaining of our strength, take a deep breath, bring the hands up, eyelids up, palms touch. Exhale, fold from the hips, heads and shoulders, relax. Inhale, halfway left, lengthen the spine, hands on the shin, knees forward. Exhale, bend both knees, bring the hands down. Step back to your plank, easy option, bring the knees down. Bend the elbows, modified low push-up, bring the chest down. Inhaling to your cobra or maybe your upward facing dog, strength of the back muscles. Exhale, tuck the toes under, push the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Gazing at the space between the hands, option to walk step or maybe hop in between the hands. Inhale, halfway left, lengthen the spine, gaze forward. Exhale, chest surrenders to your forward fold, heads and shoulders, relax. Inhale, root to rise, hand toes, sweep both hands up. Exhale. Exhale, powered by the love for the practice, fold forward and down. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine, flat back, gaze forward. Exhale, bend both knees, bring the hands down, step back, strongest plank, option to bend the knees or float the knees, bend the elbows, hover the chest down. Inhaling to cobra or your upward facing dog, shrine your heart to the sky. Exhale, tuck the toes, push the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Gazing at the space between the hands, option to walk step or maybe hopping between the hands, lengthen the spine, flat back, gaze forward. Exhale, chest surrenders, forward fold, heads and shoulders relax. Inhale, root to rise, stand tall, sweep both hands up. Powered by the energy surrounding you, fold forward and down, heads and shoulders relax. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine, flat back, gaze forward. Exhale, bend both knees, bring the hands down, step back, plank pose. Exhale, your choice, bend the elbows, hover the chest down, modified or full chaturanga. Inhaling to pure cobra or upward facing dog, lift the chest. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Gazing at the space between the hands, option to walk step or maybe hop in between the hands. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine, gaze forward. Exhale, chest surrenders, forward fold, heads and shoulders relax. Inhale, root to rise, stand tall, sweep both hands up. And as you exhale, powered for the love of everything around you, forward fold, heads and shoulders relax. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine, gaze forward. Exhale, bend both knees, bring the hands down, step or jump back, plank pose. Exhale, strong, bend the elbows, bring the chest down. Inhale, upward facing dog, lift the chest. Exhale, recover and breathe, downward facing dog. Gazing at the space between the hands, option to walk step or maybe hop in between the hands. Halfway lift, lengthen the spine, gaze forward. Exhale, chest surrenders, forward fold, heads and shoulders relax. Inhale, root to rise, stand tall, sweep both hands up, palms touch. Exhale, drawing inspiration from anything positive, forward fold, heads and shoulders relax. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine, gaze forward. Exhale, bend both knees, bring the hands down, step back, plank pose. Exhale, descend with control, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog, lift the chest, roll the shoulders backwards. Exhale, tuck the toes, hips high to the sky, downward facing dog. Gazing at the space between the hands, option to walk step or maybe hop in between the hands, halfway lift, lengthen the spine, gaze forward. Exhale, chest surrenders, forward fold, heads and shoulders relax. Inhale, root to rise, stand tall, sweep both hands up, palms touch. As stable as the earth underneath you, fold forward and down. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine, gaze forward, flat back. Exhale, bend both knees, bring the hands down, step back, strongest plank pose. Exhale, bend the elbows, hover the chest down, no pushing. Inhaling, upward facing dog, open your chest towards the heavens. Exhale, tuck the toes under, hips high to the sky, downward facing dog. Gazing at the space between the hands, option to walk step or maybe hop in between the hands, halfway lift, gaze forward. Exhale, chest surrenders, forward fold, heads and shoulders relax. Inhale, root to rise, stand tall, sweep both hands up. Exhale, as warm as the fire within you, forward fold, heads and shoulders relax. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine, gaze forward. Exhale, bend both knees, bring the hands down, step back, plank pose. Core strong, exhale, bend the elbows, hover the chest down. Inhale, scoop forward, upward facing dog, lift the chest. Exhale, tuck the toes under, hips high to the sky, downward facing dog. Gazing at the space between the hands, option to walk step or maybe hop in between the hands. Inhale, lengthen the spine, gaze forward. Exhale, chest surrenders, forward fold, heads and shoulders relax. Inhale, root to rise, stand tall, sweep both hands up, palms touch. And as you exhale, as free as the air around you, forward fold, heads and shoulders relax. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine, gaze forward. Exhale, bend both knees, bring the hands down, step back, plank pose. Bend the elbows, hover the chest down, no push up. Inhale, upward facing dog, open your chest. Exhale, recover and breathe, downward facing dog. Gazing at the space between the hands, option to walk step or maybe hop in between the hands, halfway lift, lengthen the spine, gaze forward. Exhale, chest surrenders, forward fold, heads and shoulders relax. Inhale, root to rise, stand tall, sweep both hands up, palms touch. As fluid as the flowing river, fold forward and down. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine, gaze forward. Exhale, bend both knees, bring the hands down, step back, plank pose. Exhale, shoulders stable, bend the elbows, hover the chest down. Inhale, upward facing dog, strength of the back muscles, open the chest. Exhale, tuck the toes under, push the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Gazing at the space between the hands, option to walk step or maybe hop in between the hands. Lengthen the spine, gaze forward. Exhale, chest surrenders, forward fold, heads and shoulders relax. Inhale, root to rise, stand tall, sweep both hands up. Exhale, as lively as the life energy around you, forward fold, heads and shoulders relax. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine, gaze forward. Exhale, bend both knees, bring the hands down, step back, strongest plank. Exhale, bend the elbows, descend with control. Inhale, upward facing dog, lift the chest. Exhale, recover and breathe, downward facing dog. Gazing at the space between the hands, option to walk step or maybe hop in between the hands. Inhale, Adha Uttanasana, lengthen the spine. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold, heads and shoulders relax. Inhale, root to rise, sweep the hands up, palms touch. Exhale, strong in the body, fold forward and down. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine, gaze forward. Exhale, bend both knees, bring the hands down, step back, plank pose. Exhale, core engage, bend the elbows, hover the chest down. Inhale, upward facing dog, shine your heart to the sky. Exhale, tuck the toes under, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Gazing at the space between the hands, option to walk step or maybe hop in between the hands. Inhale, halfway lift, gaze forward. Exhale, chest surrenders, forward fold, heads and shoulders relax. Inhale, root to rise, stand tall, sweep both hands up. With the strongest of our willpower, fold forward and down, heads and shoulders relax. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine, gaze forward. Exhale, bend both knees, bring the hands down, step back, plank pose. Exhale, engage the core, bend the elbows, low push up. Inhale, upward facing dog, lift the chest. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Gazing in the space between the hands, option to walk step or maybe hop in between the hands. Inhale, lengthen the spine, gaze forward. Exhale, chest surrenders, fold forward and down. Inhale, root to rise, stand tall, sweep both hands up. Exhale, heart strong, fold forward and down with an exhalation. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine, gaze forward. Exhale, bend both knees, bring the hands down, step, jump back, plank pose. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog, lift the chest, roll the shoulders backwards. Exhale, recover and breathe, downward facing dog. Gazing at the space between the hands, option to walk step or maybe hop in between the hands. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine, gaze forward. Exhale, chest surrenders, fold forward and down. Inhale, root to rise, stand tall, sweep both hands up, palms touch. Exhale, embracing your embraced intention, forward fold, heads and shoulders relax. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine, gaze forward. Exhale, bend both knees, bring the hands down, step back, strongest plank. Exhale, core strong, bend the elbows, hover the chest down. Inhale, upward facing dog, lift the chest. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips up and back. Gazing at the space between the hands, option to walk step or maybe hop in between the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chest surrenders, fold forward and down. Inhale, root rise, stand tall, sweep both hands up, palms touch. Exhale, sharing this energy, fold forward and down. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine, gaze forward. Exhale, bend both knees, bring the hands down, step back, plank pose. Exhale, core strong, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, lift the chest. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Gazing at the space between the hands, option to walk step or maybe hop in between the hands. Halfway lift, gaze forward. Exhale, chest surrenders, forward fold, heads and shoulders relax. Inhale, root to rise, stand tall, sweep both hands up, palms touch. Exhale, sharing this moment, fold forward and down. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine, gaze forward. Exhale, bend both knees, bring the hands down, step or jump back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog, lift the chest. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips up and back. Gazing at the space between the hands, option to walk step or maybe hop in between the hands. Inhale, halfway lift, gaze forward. Exhale, chest surrenders, fold forward and down. Inhale, root to rise, stand tall, sweep both hands up. Stay with me for the last two. Fold forward and down with an exhalation. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine, gaze forward. Exhale, bend both knees, bring the hands down, step or jump back, plank pose. Exhale, descend with control, low push up. Inhale, upward facing dog, open your chest to the universe. Exhale, tuck the toes under, hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Gazing at the space between the hands, option to walk step or maybe hop in between the hands. Inhale, lengthen the spine, flat back, gaze forward. Exhale, chest surrenders, fold forward and down. Take an in-breath upward, salute, sweep the hands up. I am love. Exhale, surrender with control. I am kindness, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. I am energized, gaze forward. Exhale, bend both knees, bring the hands down, step back, strong with plank. And as you exhale, chaturanga dandasana, I am strong. Inhale, upward facing dog. I am free, open the chest. Exhale, I am perseverant. Downward facing dog, hips up and back. Gazing at the space between the hands, option to walk step or hop in between the hands. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine, gaze forward, I am beautiful. Exhale, fold forward and down, I am optimistic. Take an in-breath, I am confident. Sweep both hands up, palms touch. Our shared practice. Breathe. Gently open the eyes. Now from your standing position, see if you can find yourselves in your most comfortable seated position. Then feet the ground, the sit bones, option to simply cross the legs. Maybe extending the legs towards the front. Or maybe sitting behind your heels in our choice. If it feels right, to sit on top of the glove or right again. Now as you really find a sense of grounding in this moment, really feel your sit bones resting in your mats. And really feel the energy still moving upwards. Spine long, crown of the head moving towards you. Hands may rest on top of your thighs. Palms open to the skies. Thumb and index fingers together. If it feels right, close the eyes. Go ahead. But try not to fall asleep. Breathe. So with every in-breath, really feel the energy around you, flowing within the confines of yourselves. And with every out-breath, take this moment to release any tension of any form, lingering in your physical bodies, lingering in your minds, and lingering in your hearts. Observing the quality of our breaths. And once again, observing any thought and emotion, both present and absent, aligned with the present moment. Yoga came from the Sanskrit word yuj, which means union, or to come together. On a personal level, this union may be of the body, the mind, the soul, and the breath. But on a more collective and at the community level, it may mean union through shared experience, union through shared energy, and union through shared purpose. As we continually close our eyes and focus on what resides within the confines of ourselves, we are reminded that while we have different reasons or intentions of stepping into our paths, while we have different levels of practice, and while we may have different expressions of the asanas or the yoga postures, despite all these differences, we are one. One by sharing our practice and our journey. Continuing our journey together in discovering ourselves, discovering our strengths, and using our skills to inspire each other. Always together in finding lying on your back, with your heads pointing to the front side of the room and your toes pointing to the back side of the room. Once the spine is flat on the mat, option is to come into your reclining bound downward pose. Maybe bring the soles of the feet together, knees pointing towards the sides, making a line of the shift. Option number 2, coming into your most constructive western pose, knees together, feet stepping on the outside of the hands. Or maybe coming into your shavasana, simply extending the legs towards the sides of the mat, toes pointing outwards, palms of the inches away from the hips, hands open to the skies, and gently Once you're ready for bigger movements, extend the arms beside the ears. Point your toes towards the back side of the room for one final stretch. Up one knee to the chest, followed by the other. Give yourselves a nice big hug. Feel free to stay here, or you may rock the body side to side as you gently reawaken the bodies. Stay here for as long as you need to, or once you're ready, see if you can bring your left palm to rest on top of the chest. Extend your right arm beside your right ear, and using it as a pillow, drop your knees towards the right side, releasing the pressures in your hands. Finding your most satisfying side-lying position. In your own time, press your left palm down and rise. Find yourselves in your most comfortable seated position, facing the floor. Crossing the legs, rounding the sit bones, lengthening the spine. Eyes still closed, bring the hands into your heart space and gently bow the heads down. Sealing our shared experience tonight, always with gratitude in our hearts. Grateful for this practice that allows us to be one. Being grateful for every moment that allows us to find time and space, permitting us to get in touch with every aspect of ourselves. Harnessing and cultivating these components, allowing us to be stronger and to be whole. And equally being grateful for every moment that allows us to come together as a community, sharing the love, kindness, compassion, and positivity, and transcending this union as we attune ourselves with everyone. Everyone and everything aligned with everything that is good, everything that is pure, and everything that is true. Sealing our practice with one beautiful sound of Om, I invite you to chant with us. Inhaling for Om. From my heart to yours, thank you for allowing us to serve you tonight by letting us lead you in your 108 Sun Salutations practice. In behalf of Teacher Quino, Teacher Kloe, my name is Reyes,